Okay, so I definitely need to learn how to edit. That's number one lesson today, because this is about the 20th time I've tried to do this. I've run out of space, the doorbell went, the dog stopped barking, everything that could go wrong did. So fingers crossed for this one, because otherwise I give up. Okay, and I've got Fashion Week hair. I got caught in the rain on Friday and yesterday. Gosh, it must be about 11 times, I think. And you know, even if you're wearing a hat, it's still, when it's raining as much as it was, it really, really seeps through, and nothing I can do. So anyway, there we go. So I'll kick off with some things that have come my way this week. Starting off with the Japanesque Solid Brush Cleanser. Now this is a lovely little product. I really like it. You wet your brush, swish it around, rinse, done, job done. And I'm not very good at cleaning my brushes. I'm not probably as regular as I should be. But then it's only me using them, and so, you know, whatever, a bit lazy with that. However, this is gorgeous. It's made from goat's milk, and it smells like, I don't know, on the very rare occasion that someone else does your washing and ironing, that's what it smells like. Love it. I'm also absolutely loving Dior Bouquet, which I'm wearing at the moment. It's all sort of peaches and cream and fresh looking. It's just a beautiful polish, and this colour is making me happy actually on my nails. And I've had lots of compliments on it as well, so I think it's going to be a very popular one, this one. So pretty. Oh, silly little present that I got sent, but I love it. See, this is my kind of gift. It's one of these Super Swish nail, for swatching nail colours, and I could just spend hours quite happily doing that if I had the time. Fill that up with all my favourite colours, that would be really cool. But anyway, that was a nice little thing that came through the post for me today from a friend, so a bit of a joke present, but I love it nonetheless. Okay, so if you've been reading the blog, you'll notice that I'm doing I'm trialling the new rebooted Olay Regenerist. I'll hashtag this sponsored. This video isn't sponsored, but because I'm sponsored on the blog to do this, I'll just hashtag this sponsored, so then we're not in any confusion. However, what Olay have done is, it's very sciencey, and I have to say I'm going to have to save the real science for another video, because I can't, you know, it's quite hard to get your head around. But basically, I'm using this for 1 month. There are 3 very key ingredients in it that I will talk about, as I said, another time. But I'm doing it for a month, and I'm only using Olay, and that's quite a big ask for a blogger, to be honest. But I said yes, because I'm very curious to see how well it works. So this is about week 2, and I'm using actually 3 products. But this is the serum, the 3-point super firming serum, and obviously it's supposed to firm. I would say at the moment, about a week and a half in, I haven't seen any radical results. It's very pleasant to use, so I'm enjoying using it, and that's something that I've had to really think about. It's like, am I enjoying this because I'm being paid to use it, or am I enjoying it? And actually, it's a lovely, very smooth serum. Your skin feels sort of softer and smoother immediately, and I always really like that. And I would say the same for the this is the cream that I've been asked to use at night. Gorgeous texture, very cooling on the skin as well, which is nice. I don't know how they've done that, but I find that's one of the most noticeable aspects about it. And then this one, which is the Regenerating UV Cream SPF, is for daytime, and I'm not getting quite as much satisfaction from this one. I don't know, it's just leaving me a little bit flat, but these 2 for sure. And although I would say that I haven't seen radical results in terms of firming yet, it's early days, but I would say my skin feels more refined. I think I could very definitely say that. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. It's interesting being tied to, I keep going to use a product and go, oh no, I can't do that, so it's weird. Next up is the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze. And this is a 2-week tan. It's online at the moment. I don't know if it started venturing into stores yet, but this is a 2-week self tan. The trouble with long-term self tans, the ones that don't just last a few days, are that they can go quite yellow towards the end and fade patchily. This is one of the claims on this, is it promises not to fade in patches. It'll be an even fade. So I'm quite interested to see how this one performs, even though I detected quite a lot of shimmer in this, and to me, I don't want glittery legs. I just don't, so I don't know. I think I will probably try this before the winter is out, so I can keep my trousers on, so I don't have glowy legs. Okay, so there's that. Oh, this is not new, but I really wanted to flag this up. It's called Full Make Washable Base, and it's from Shiseido, and it's not a product from the UK. You can get this in Japan, but you can get it, I've seen it on eBay, so do scoot around the internet because you can get it shipped. But it's one of my most useful products that I love using, because all you do, I think it was originally designed so that you put it on under your makeup, so when you're all done, you just literally use a flannel and warm water and wash it off. But with so many cleansing options, and also the Japanese are so keen on their cleansing, I don't know that I would ever use it actually for that purpose, just so I could wipe my face with warm water. That seems like a very missed cleansing opportunity to me. However, for bloggers, it's the most amazing stuff, because I do a squirt on my arm when I'm swatching, and then I can put stains, like full power lipsticks, eyeliners, the whole lot, and they just literally wash off with warm water and a flannel afterwards. I don't need to, it's a better result than with any cleanser. So if you do a lot of swatches, I'd say this is like a blogger must have, so do try and track it down. Next up, how many minutes have I got? Okay, next up, very interesting concept from L'Occitane. This is called a fragrance beautifying cream, and it's actually to beautify your fragrance. It boosts it and makes it last longer, which I think is a very interesting concept, because if you're wearing a fragrance that everybody loves, fab. If you're wearing a fragrance that everybody hates, I don't think that's a good idea at all. So I think you'd have to pick your perfume carefully before you decide to boost it and make it stay all day. But it's also just a lovely body cream, makes your skin feel very silky, and it's quite rich in texture. So it's lovely, and it's a very interesting idea. I'm dying to see if it works. So I'm all for new innovations. I love seeing stuff that nobody's thought of before. I was at Fashion Week this week. I only did 2 shows. I don't really have much to do with Fashion Week because my blog's not about fashion, and backstage is a very interesting area. I always wonder why I'm there. I always feel like I've been slightly conned into promoting products in the most inconvenient place in the whole world, which is backstage. And I saw Jean-Pierre Braganza and MAC were doing the makeup for that, but they did showcase their new trend palette, which goes on sale in March. It's a lip palette, absolutely stunning. So on one side there are 3 colours that are sort of like hyperberry shades, like really, really bright berry colours, and then some. And then on the other side, it's almost like a mirror, there are sort of frosty, more gentle pastels. So interesting to see how that will work with the pastels. I never really know about a shimmering pastel lip. It feels quite sort of 1970s to me, but anyway, we'll see. So that was really great. And I also saw some of the MAC 3D glitters, which are off the scale shimmery. If you don't have them and you love shimmer, you should definitely get them. They're loose glitters, so you need to put them with a base or something to make them adhere, but oh my goodness, so lovely. And then yesterday I was at Sibling watching the hair being done. That again was really interesting, but my attention was really, really strayed because one of the models went down the runway. It's all over the Daily Mail today. One of the models, in fact 2 of them, went down the runway in super high heels and long sort of knitted crochet gowns, and I'd just say sack the stylist. Whoever put that poor girl in high heels around wool with holes in it was just asking for trouble. So they sort of really awkwardly stumbled, and one of them styled it out. The other one, I think obviously less experienced model, just basically hobbled up and down. And it just made me think, well, how dangerous. What if one of those girls had broken their ankles, and or sprained them even? That's her out for the whole of the rest of all the fashion weeks. There's Milan to come and Paris to come. That's them out. And I just think people need to take a little bit more care. That a dress like that needs no shoes or very flat shoes, just on a sort of safety basis. I also saw some hair weaves being glued in, and I just thought, oh my god, if you do enough shows where they are literally going to have to rip those out, re-glue, then your hair is totally knackered. And it really made me think, models, they do have a lot to put up with. I've really felt for the poor girl yesterday, she didn't fall. The Daily Mail have it. Actually, it was interesting. The Daily Mail last night had uploaded it, and it said model fail, which it certainly wasn't a model fail. She styled it out really well under the circumstances. And now this morning I see they've got what a trooper. So they had a sort of overnight change of attitude on that, but I'm with the what a trooper. Interestingly, she didn't come back out for the parade, and when I went backstage after the show, she was literally just leaving, and I just really felt for her. I thought she did a great job under the circumstances, and very silly stylist to let them go down a runway with those shoes and that kind of long combo that was only ever going to catch and be a disaster. But anyway, there you go. So that's kind of everything for this week. Hopefully I'll get another one uploaded next week, but in the meantime, thank you.